You were never taught how money works. That was not an accident. That was a decision made for you. 12 years of school. 0 classes on taxes. 0 on investing. 0 on debt traps. That silence made someone very rich. Not you. What I am giving you today are 30 rules, each one deleted from your education on purpose, each one worth more than a semester of school. These are not tips. Tips are for waiters. These are rules. Rules that separate the people who build wealth from the people who watch it happen to others. Stay until Rule 22. What I reveal there will permanently change how you look at your monthly salary. Forever Rule 1. Your income is not your wealth. Your income is raw material. What you build with it is wealth. Most people treat income like a finish line. The wealthy treat it like a starting gun. You get paid. Then the real work begins. Rule 2. Pay yourself before you pay anyone else. The first transaction on payday must go to your future, not your landlord, not your subscriptions. You. Cambridge University, 2019. People who automate savings before spending accumulate 3.4 times more wealth over 20 years than those who save what is left over. 3.4 times. That is the price of doing it in the wrong order. Automate it today. Not next month. Today. Rule 3. Your biggest financial enemy is not debt. It is not taxes. It is the gap between what you earn and what you keep. Close that gap first. You have been conditioned to spend everything you earn. Conditioned? Deliberately. By the same system that profits when your account hits 0. Rule 4. Never make a financial decision when you are emotional. Stress, excitement, anger. These states have cost people everything. The car you bought after the promotion, the vacation you charged after the breakup, the investment you made during the market hype. Emotion made those decisions, not you. Rule 5. Debt has 2 faces. One builds wealth, one destroys it. Confusing them will cost you decades. Good debt puts money in your pocket every month. Bad debt takes it out. A mortgage on a rental property that generates cash flow. Good. A car loan on a vehicle losing value daily. Rule 6. Your network is your net worth. This is not a motivational quote. This is documented economic reality. Harvard Business School, 2021. Your income will be within 15% of the average income of your 5 closest contacts. Look around you, 15%. The people sitting closest to you are setting your financial ceiling. Choose them differently. Rule 7. Every hour of your time has a price. If you do not set that price, they will set it for you, and they will set it low. Rule 8. The emergency fund is not optional. It is the foundation that makes every other financial move possible. Without it, you are one crisis away from losing everything you built. 3 to 6 months of expenses in a high-yield account, untouched. That fund is not money sitting still. That fund is your negotiating power with the entire world. Rule 9. Your salary is designed to be just enough to keep you showing up, just enough to stop you from leaving, not enough to make you free. This is called salary anchoring. Your employer researched the minimum number you would accept and called it your worth. It is not your worth. It is their budget. Rule 10. Negotiate every single year. Most people leave between $50,000 and $200,000 on the table across their career by never asking for more. The market pays what you negotiate, not what you deserve. Document your results. Research your market rate. Then ask. The worst answer is no, and no changes nothing. Rule 11. Lifestyle inflation is the silent killer of wealth. Every raise you have ever received was an opportunity. Most people spent it before they earned it. The person who earns $50,000 and saves 20% will outperform the person who earns $100,000 and saves nothing. Always, without exception. Rule 12. The stock market is not gambling. Not investing is gambling. Keeping cash that inflation erodes daily while the market compounds annually. That is the real risk. MIT, 2022. Over any 30-year period in history, the S&P 500 has never produced a negative return. Never. That is not luck. That is the engine of the American economy working. Rule 13. Index funds beat 92% of professional fund managers over 20 years. Stop paying someone to underperform a machine. Keep it simple. Buy the whole market. Hold it. Stop checking it daily. The people who check their portfolios least perform the best. That is not a joke. That is research. Rule 14. Compound interest works for you or against you. There is no neutral position. Your debt compounds. Your investments compound. Choose which one grows faster. $1,000 invested at 25 becomes $40,000 by 65 at 10% annual return. The same $1,000 on a credit card at 22% becomes a trap that takes years to escape. Rule 15. Your tax strategy is costing you more than your spending habits. Most people obsess over lattes. The wealthy obsess over tax efficiency. Max your 401k. Use your Roth IRA. Open an HSA if you qualify. These 3 accounts alone can shield hundreds of thousands from taxation over your lifetime. Legally, Rule 16. The house you live in is not an investment. It is an expense with equity. Real estate investing and home ownership are 2 completely different games. Your mortgage costs you monthly. A rental property pays you monthly. Both involve real estate. Only one makes you wealthier while you sleep. Rule 17. Multiple income streams are not optional for wealth. They are the definition of it. 1 income stream is fragile. 3 is resilient. 5 is freedom. Your salary. Rental income. Dividend payments. A side skill monetized. Digital products. Any one of these alone is a job. All 5 together is wealth. Rule 18. Skills pay more than degrees. The most dangerous sentence in finance is, I need more qualifications before I can earn more. Sales, copywriting, code, data analysis, video production. These skills are worth more in the market right now than most 4-year degrees. You can learn any of them in 6 months. Rule 19. Comparison is the most expensive habit most people have, and nobody talks about it as a financial problem. Princeton University, 2018. Social comparison triggers spending increases of up to 31% in the following 72 hours. Seeing what others have costs you money. Every time you scroll and see what someone else owns, your spending behavior changes for 3 days. Every time. They designed social media knowing this. Rule 20. The wealthy read. The broke watch. This is not an insult. This is a pattern documented across every major wealth study in the last 30 years. Warren Buffett reads 5 to 6 hours daily. Bill Gates reads 1 book per week. A $20 book contains decades of someone's mastery. It is the most underpriced asset on earth. Rule 21. Protect your health like you protect your money. A medical crisis is the #1 cause of bankruptcy in the United States. Your body is your primary asset. Sleep, exercise, real food. These are not luxury habits. They are the foundation of every financial decision you make. A tired brain makes poor financial choices. Always. Rule 22. Your salary is not your income ceiling. It is the floor your employer set. Your actual ceiling is unlimited, but only if you understand this distinction. Your salary pays your bills. Your skills build your wealth. Your investments buy your freedom. 3 separate functions. Most people only activate the first one. Rule 23. Diversification is not spreading money thin. It is building a structure that cannot collapse entirely. No single asset class wins forever. Rule 24. Urgency in financial decisions is almost always manufactured. When someone needs you to decide now, they need something from you, not for you. Real opportunities do not expire in 24 hours. Real investments do not require immediate commitment whenever you feel rushed. Stop. That feeling is their weapon, not your instinct. Rule 25. Your environment shapes your financial behavior more than your willpower ever will. You cannot win a psychological war using discipline alone in a system designed to defeat discipline. Remove shopping apps from your phone. Delete saved payment information. Make spending require effort. The wealthy use friction as a financial tool. Now you will too. Rule 26. Give strategically. Generosity is not the enemy of wealth. Mindless giving is. Know where your money goes and why. Generosity with intention builds both wealth and meaning. Rule 27. Define your enough number. Without it, you will chase more forever and arrive at the end with a full bank account and an empty life. Rule 28. Estate planning is not for the old or the rich. If you have assets and people who depend on you, you need a will. Today. Not eventually. Today. Rule 29. The goal was never money. Money is the vehicle. Freedom is the destination. Security is the road. Never confuse the map for the journey. Rule 30. The most powerful financial move you will ever make costs nothing. It is the decision, made right now, that you are no longer available to be kept financially small. You just received 30 rules, each one deleted from your education, each one free to implement starting today. What you do in the next 48 hours determines which group you belong to. Most people will consume this and move to the next video. The few who act will be unrecognizable in 12 months. You already know which one you intend to be. Write in the comments which rule hit you hardest. That is the one you start with. Not the easiest one, the one that hurt to hear. Share this with someone who needs it more than they know. You thought of someone in the last 5 seconds. Send it now. Next video. The debt trap they built specifically for your income level. How it activates, how it expands, and the one move that collapses it completely. 2 days. Do not miss it.